What's up, guys? It's your boy K back with another McBanger, baby. And today, see, I got the Honda keys, man. We have a Cadillac converter problem. So if you have a Cadillac converter problem on your car to the where the Cadillac converter is either full or is sending a code, well, today I'm going to help you out with that video. Today, I'm going to use a little hack. We're going to use lacquer thinner. So if you want to learn how to clear out the code for Cadillac converter and actually clean the Cadillac converter, stay tuned for the video. Watch it all the way through. Give me a like, and I'll see you at the end. Let's get it. As you can see right now, we at a full tank, probably a little bit above a full tank. That's good right there. So now we're just about to go ahead and pour the solution in the tank. All right, excuse the wind, but what you want to do, take the gas cap off. Gonna need a funnel, so you put your funnel right here. This one is not the long one, so you got to hold it, but you just put your funnel right there, and then you pour in a lacquer thinner. Now, this is a lacquer thinner that I used, or you can use 100% pure lacquer thinner. But you just take it and literally pour it into this funnel here, and then that's how you do it. Once you're done, just go ahead, pour that back up like that, turn it, tighten it back up, close it. All right, so I poured it in there. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and reset the trip. There we go. Resetted the trip. So we got to do 150 miles at least at high speed. So let's go ahead and test it out, see if it cleared the cats. All right, y'all, here's the update. We got 104 miles. We almost there. We're about to do 150. And ooh, big bump. All right, you guys, so we almost there. As you can see, I'm sweating bullets, bro. It's super hot today, but we almost there. We got maybe like 45 miles to go, and we go pull over and actually scan it to see if the code went away, but also just check the performance to see if it's a little bit better. So let's keep driving. All right, you guys, this is the next day, and I actually just got out the car from driving it. But the lacquer thinner, it did work for sure. That cleared out all the little gunk and stuff that was in the Cadillac converter. But in my opinion, it did help my car run smoother. Now, disclaimer, I don't know if it's gonna work for your car, but I'm just going off of what I read and what I seen, and I tried it. I decided to try it, and it did work for me. So if you try it, it's at your own risk or whatever. But at the end of the day, the lacquer thinner did work. Now, you have to put a half a tank of gas in it, then you put 1 gallon. You feel me? 1 gallon, not a half a gallon. Make sure it's 1 gallon of lacquer thinner. You pour it in there, and then, you know what I'm saying, just take off and drive. Try to get on the highway, do highway speeds for about 150 miles. I end up doing 160 miles. So I just want to make sure everything ran through the system. So with that being said, it did work out for me. And the code went away, and the problems, the hesitation went away too. So now let's talk about the differences. The difference is, well, okay, let's pause. I bought the lacquer thinner from auto parts store. So you can buy from the auto parts store. It costs maybe like $18 or something like that. Let's just round it to 20. So you can pick it up for like 20 bucks. I tried Myers and Walmart. They just didn't have it in stock. So I went over, I went over to auto parts store and picked it up. Lacquer thinner is the name of it. So with that being said, if you wondering, well, what is it going to mess up my car, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm going to answer these questions. When I put it in, when I first poured the lacquer thinner in, no, it did not mess up my car. It still hasn't messed up my car. When you pour it in, it mixes in with the gas. You feel me? That's why you have to drive it to get it circulating through the system, right? So with that being said, it's not harmful to your car. It's not harmful to the engine, to nothing. It's not harmful to your car at all. You know what I'm saying? It's going to blend in with the gas. It's going to clean out the cat. At the end of the day, it's circling through the fuel system. So anything is going to clean out the fuel system, and then it's going to go through out the tailpipe. So it's going to get pushed back out of the car. So with that being said, it's not bad for your car. Now, I already showed you guys how to put it in. First, you got to put half a tank of gas in there, then you put 1 gallon of lacquer thinner in. I couldn't really show you me actually doing it because you need 2 hands. With the funnel I had, it wasn't the long one, so I had to hold it and pour the lacquer thinner, so I needed 2 hands. But it's pretty much simple. You put the funnel in there where you usually put the gasoline, and then you pour the lacquer thinner in it, and you're good to go. Start the car up, get on the highway, and drive for 150 miles. You're trying to do highway speed, so 55 miles an hour or more, because you're trying to keep the engine around 2,500 RPM. Other than that, any hiccups you're gonna run into, no, it didn't pop up any other codes. Like I said, it wasn't harmful to the car. It did clean out the cats, but that's just on the car that I'm using on. So usually if that doesn't work, you got to take the cats off, but a lot of people don't like taking the Catalytic converter off, because usually every time you drive the car, the Catalytic converter gets super hot, and it kind of forges itself to the exhaust piping, so it's going to be super hard to get it off. Just imagine every time you drive your car and the car gets hot, and then the Catalytic converter forges itself to metal again. You know what I'm saying? That's every time you drive your car. So imagine trying to take it off, of years of doing that. So it's going to take a long time to take it off, but it's most definitely possible. You can take it off and you can soak it in soap and water. So just get a bucket, fill it up with some soap, you know what I'm saying, put some water in it, and then you can just soak it. Usually they say a few hours, but most definitely you should try to leave it in there overnight. Once you leave it overnight, go ahead, take it out. You can look through it and it's going to be a screen. Mostly that screen should be clear. Once it's clear, you can go ahead and reinstall it, drive it for 150 miles and see the difference. If you have a big difference, then boom, right away, not right away, but around that mileage, 150 miles, the code will go off. Soap and water is not going to hurt anything in your car, especially since you took the part off your car and put it in the soap and water and let it sit overnight. So once you do that, take it out, dry it. You can let it air dry for a few hours or whatever, then install it back in your car. So with that being said, hopefully these two things help you with your Catalytic converter. Usually people try to do these things because replacing a Catalytic converter on a car is very expensive. The Catalytic converter alone costs $1,000 plus the labor to do it. So try these things. If not, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do and replace the Catalytic converter. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace.